Welcome to China Horse Business, the one and only podcast focusing on the booming Chinese equine market. Bringing to you by two experts of Chinese equine industry, Zoe King and Wen Li, from Shanghai and Beijing, introducing China to the world. Hello everyone, welcome to the Season 3 of China Horse Business Podcast. I'm thrilled to be joined by a friend and partner, Wen Li, for this new season. Welcome on board, Wen.
Thank you, Zoe. I'm so glad to co-host this podcast with you.
Cool. Wen, maybe you can introduce a little bit of yourself to our listeners from all over the world.
Of course. Hi, everyone. My name is Wen Li. Wen is my given name. Li is my family name, so you can call me Wen. I was born and raised in China. Later on, I pursued my study in the UK and graduated from University of Westminster. From then on, I cultivated my interest and passion about horse racing and, in general, the equine industry. I enrolled in the prestigious Dubai International Thoroughbred Internship sponsored by Godolphin in 2014. Previously, I worked for the Irish Thoroughbred Marketing as their agent representative. Now, I continue to be actively involved in several equine projects both in China and internationally.
Awesome. Among all the sectors in the industry, I know you are particularly interested in commentating horse races. Is that right?
Indeed, I found it fascinating to be a horse racing commentator. I'm the commentator for CNN Sports and the Travel Channel. I'm also running my own WeChat account called Dongfang Saima, Chinese Horse Racing, which connects horse racing industry in various ways.
I listened to your commentary on Yulong races. It was brilliant. Must be a lot of work on the backstage.
True. I spend as much time as possible in studying the program and follow every element of the races. Beyond the commentary, I also write articles for Racing Post reporting Chinese race results and updates.
Well, it makes it seem like you are a racing man. How about the equestrian side?
You know, once you're fond of horses, you're fond of everything about horses. I also enjoy watching the equestrian competitions. I have even commentated on several of them. I have organized some visits on stables for Chinese horse enthusiasts. I believe the first step to make one to get interested in the sport or the racing is to take them to see the horses.
I cannot agree more. Everything will go smoothly from there. The first sight, the first interaction, the first ride on horses. You like it or not, it will be so clear.
Exactly. Well, enough about me. Let me ask some questions about the podcast.
All right, shoot away.
So, where the idea of launching a podcast came from at the beginning?
Well, I quitted my job as China representative for French horse industry in the end of 2018 and started my company, Wonder Horse. We provide business solutions to both Chinese and international equine players. But when I approached many foreign federations and companies, I realized how curious they are about Chinese market and how little they know about it. There's a huge gap of information and understanding between Chinese equine community and international community. And there was no channel and no way to figure it out. Personally, I'm a huge fan of podcasts, all kinds of podcasts. So I think why not launch a podcast telling everyone what is going on in China? That's how this podcast was born.
Fantastic idea. I totally feel you. The information is the key to business. To bridge the gap, you made a first step to reach international equine community with the news and insights of China's equine market. On the other side, you may also need to feed the Chinese community with more information about what's going on in the rest of the world.
That's right. That's why we launched the China Horse Business Live with Jojo since last September. It is a monthly webinar connecting international stakeholders to Chinese decision makers. We host the webinar on the first Monday of every month, from 9 to 10 a.m. CEST. For 1 hour, 3 to 5 speakers from international equine industry will introduce their brands, activities, products, and services to Chinese audience from the industry. For the past 11 editions, 35 speakers from 12 countries have spoken on our webinar. And now, you are also co-hosting the webinar with me. We did it last Monday on the 4th of July. For the 11 editions of China Horse Business Live. How was that?
I really enjoyed it. It is an amazing idea to connect people online and to create business opportunities.
We cannot do this without the trust of our speaker, though. In particular, we conclude a partnership in February with Epolia and Normandy Horse Council to introduce their members to our Chinese audience.
And now the British equestrian is set up for China too.
Yes, we are excited to officially announce our partnership with the British Equestrian Chain Association, aka the BETA, on China Horse Business Live for a year-round collaboration. This partnership is sponsored and supported by the Department for International Trade within the British Embassy in China.
BETA was formed in 1979 and has grown to be recognized and accepted as the official representative body for the equestrian manufacturing, wholesale, and retail trade by government and the leading riding organizations. BETA supports its members in their efforts to achieve the highest level of repute, knowledge, and profitability.
BETA currently has over 815 members companies, covering a wide range of businesses, including not only retailers, wholesalers, and manufacturers, but also agents, dealers, and many service-based businesses. One of the missions for BETA is to help its members to go international, to explore the overseas markets, to expand their business worldwide. China is an emerging market with huge potential. Our partnership with BETA demonstrates the determination and great support from BETA and DIT towards British equestrian companies in favor of their business development in China.
The Executive Director of BETA, Claire Williams, has spoken on our previous webinar and introduced the institution. We are looking forward to meeting with more outstanding British equestrian companies on China Horse Business Live.
All right. To summarize, the Season 3 of China Horse Business Podcast will be co-hosted by Wen and myself. The content of the program will remain the same as Season 2. That means every episode will be composed of 3 sections: China News, China Club, and China Story. We'll bring you the latest updates and insights on China equine market in this podcast.
And we will also co-host China Horse Business Live, taking place every first Monday of the month. We are collaborating with the French and British equestrian associations, as well as many great companies and brands from all over the world, for a unique rendezvous with the Chinese horse lovers.
All right, see you next week for the first episode of Season 3.
See ya.
This podcast is co-hosted by Zoe King and Wen Li, powered by Wonder Horse, a business solution provider focusing on Chinese equine market and a bespoke equestrian community in China.